Chaim. When is it constructive for one spouse to listen to the other talk about difficulties and when not? You have a husband and wife and they're sharing their day, sharing their difficulties of the day. So, on day 16, we saw that there's no grounds for sharing gossip with one spouse. Now, to view withholding Lashon Hora from one spouse, let's say I'm going to hold back the Lashon Hora. My wife won't trust me anymore. She's going to think we don't get along anymore. Bottom line is, you have to have in your home, in the Jewish home, it's got to be built on halacha, it's got to be built on Torah, it's got to be built on Yiddishkeit, spirituality. And they have to avoid conversations which are going to cause fighting among Jews. Bottom line is also, sharing negative information and feelings does not create a healthy, positive relationship amongst a husband and wife. Even if you feel you've got to share information, you got to be real careful, because sometimes it just doesn't pay to share everything. There's many times when I do not tell my wife everything, and I know this is being taped. Yes, I don't share everything with you, because I know that certain things that if I share them, it's just going to make her day miserable, and she's just going to feel depressed or upset afterwards. So I don't tell her everything, and I hope she doesn't tell me everything either, because bottom line is, to some degree, you're protecting the other person. But nevertheless, when a husband or wife is in need of emotional support in dealing with a difficulty, it's only natural, obviously, to turn to your spouse. Once they start turning to somebody else, you're in real serious problems. They have to be able to turn to their spouse. Speaking or listening under those circumstances, when it is constructive, is clearly permissible. When possible, a person should try to help the spouse understand the situation in a way that's going to relieve them from being angry or frustrated. If one finds that the spouse is always in need of letting off steam and basically just sharing all the Lashon Hora of the day, then sometimes it's important to learn how to change the subject. But it's not just like change a subject. You have to learn how to change the whole attitude of the person, and through their trying to do other things, maybe switch it to discussing other things, being involved in doing the cooking together. I don't know, come up with some kind of an idea that you're doing something together. Doesn't have to be just doing the bills, because that's just not one of those things that makes everybody happy. But you'll switch it to something that does make people a little bit calmer. You have to learn how to do that. Or also sometimes suggesting, I think maybe we need to add a little bit more spirituality in our relationship. Maybe we need to even see a rabbi or other qualified help. Now, a word of caution: while one must be prepared to hear out a spouse and offer emotional support when it's needed, you got to be careful not to be drawn into a conversation of Lashon Hora for no purpose. I mean, a lot of times those boundaries disappear between husband and wife, and they think that because we're husband and wife, we just gotta share everything and just tell about all the stuff that's going on, and that's basically drawn into a conversation of Lashon Hora almost every time. Now,